Well, I've known Lisa for a long time. She actually has been in my pharmacy.
Whoa, the myth was in your pharmacy?
Yeah, actually, she came to set up my compounding documentation and stuff like that. So she spent 2 days up here,
Wow.
visiting me and stuff like that. I am a former PDS member.
Okay.
And that's where I met Lisa. The great thing about Lisa is that it was a continuity from one organization to another organization. We had the same basic values. We had the same starting points. So to me, that meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
Going forward there. So there was an automatic trust right away. Whether or not she had been in my store or not, I knew her over many years and stuff. So I felt confident. I wasn't the very first joiner of Diversified, but I was in the second wave. I think I was, I think it's given me points to look at areas to look at that I have overlooked or not paid much attention to. I've always done KPIs, but she made it easy for me Diversified's made it very easy for me to slot it into a certain, thing, know what parameters I'm looking for, that type of thing, which you don't get normally unless you are looking up as a business model industry type thing. So that was very helpful. That's very helpful for me, looking at new ideas and seeing the questions and answers that come by, that those are some of the same questions I have. I can say, oh, okay, this is how it was answered. This is how they proceeded. To me, that's a great relief, a great thing to calm me down and say, hey, I can go forward. I am among friends. They will look after me, and I can put my trust into that, and I can move forward with that there. They're not out to make money off me at all. They're not here to sell me something at all like that. It's just good old business know-how and going forward like that there, So, because sometimes you have to go back to the basics to succeed, because that's what got you there. And that's what Diversified does to me, I think, I'm glad you brought that up, because the commitment of Diversified is pretty outstanding. I mean, people don't realize, to someone like Lisa, this is a 24/7 job for her. And you can see it in the way she answers questions and the way you see her and her commitment, that's someone that you want on your team, and that makes a big difference, I think. To me, it's the overall picture of what Diversified presents to you like that there, If you look at the overall picture, that's where the benefit is like that there. Yeah, there's different individual programs that, you can take advantage of, and you're welcome to take advantage of anything that is available, but to me, it was the overall pick and choose type thing and stuff, Yeah, I think it's incremental, if you get 10% improvement here and then 10% over here and then 10% over there, all of a sudden it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you add them up, then that's where the benefit is. I'm not looking for the big home run. I'm looking for the incremental to the basics to add them all up and present a good picture here.
Beautiful.
And I think that gives you. I think that's how we all have in our pharmacy. We have sync programs. We have letter writing. We have all these type of things. Everything contributes, and hopefully enough to at the end you can be profitable. Someone over here is doing this. I saw that in one of the blogs. I see someone's doing that. I said, well, maybe I could do that. And you don't realize that you have a brotherhood or a sisterhood out there that has your back, that you can call any of these members and say, hey, this is Bob. I know you're a Diversified member. How are you doing this? that makes a big difference and stuff, you know. Put away your fear and jump in. It's going to be better than what you ever thought it would, you know. You just have to have that faith. Like when Lisa started up Diversified, I had to have that faith that she had what I needed, you know, and that it would be worth my time and effort to back her and to join Diversified. And it has, you know, it very has, you know. And I know I can call up Lisa anytime and say, hey, Lisa, I have a problem here. What can you help me? What you know, you have to have that. You have to have someone that you can communicate that with, and someone that you know that you can go to. And I think Diversified gives you that comfort of being able to be there for you. Yeah, I don't think you can find that from many other organizations and like that. There, you know, once you meet Lisa, once you talk to her, once you meet the other people in Diversified, you go, hey, you know, I feel comfortable. This is family. We all run family pharmacies. You know, most of us are family, and with the comfort of people coming in to our store is that we have a family that they will take you into our family and take care of you. I get the same feeling with Diversified. They're my family. They'll take care of me when I walk through the door.